Good afternoon, everyone. In light of our recent cybersecurity breach, I would like to remind everyone at Soho Law that we really take pride in our clients' confidentiality.
It is unfortunate that we have experienced a data breach within our systems. However, the key is that we deal with this efficiently going forward.
In light of the Data Protection Act 2018, as well as the General Data Protection Regulation, we ensure to use all of our clients' private data fairly and transparently. As well as this, in line of our duty of care, we ensure to protect our clients' private data from access of unauthorized users, unlawful processing, and damage.
Unusual patterns of network activity have been discovered by our IT department this morning. Within the early stages of their investigation, it has been determined that an unauthorised user has gained access to private client confidential information. In line with GDPR regulations, this is constituted as a data breach.
Dixon's car phone, now known as Curry's, suffers a similar cybersecurity breach as ours at Soho Law. 10 million personal records, as well as 6 million payment cards, were accessed by an unauthorised hacker.
Malicious software has been installed over numerous locations nationwide, causing personal information to be compromised. The extensive amount of time it took Dixon's car phone to report the data breach was a concern for those affected clients. Within a month of reporting the initial breach of 1.2 million personal records being infected, it was then admitted by Dixon's car phone a month later that this number was 10 times the amount.
The Information Commissioner's Office, the ICO, launched an investigation which found that 14 million customers' data had been compromised between July 2017 and April 2018. This was all because of the installation of malware at cash desks nationwide. Despite the extensive apologies issued by Dixon's car phone, they still suffered an extensive loss of profits and reputation.
In light of this, our first action to respond to the cybersecurity breach is to report this to the ICO within the first 72 hours. This falls under recital 85 of the GDPR and is essential so that we can satisfy 2018 Data Protection Act.
When informing the ICO, it's imperative that we include all the details of what happened,
when and how the breach was discovered,
the plans were taken to approach the breach,
and if we do have any further questions or require any further guidance on the breach experience, we can always contact the ICO's IT department.
Considering this involves sensitive information, the National Cybersecurity Centre will also be contacted. This is helpful as they would be liaising with the ICO already. The National Cybersecurity Centre will put us in contact with the incident response team experts who will happily guide our firm through handling the breach.
Crafting a clear and transparent message regarding the cybersecurity breach is of high importance to the clients.
It ensures that unlike Dixon car phones, all clients are informed of the matter, leaving little room for assumptions to be made.
This allows us at Soho Law to demonstrate a culture of honesty with our clients.
Our suggestion to ensure transparency with clients is to release an information letter as part of our client communication strategy. As per recital 86 of the GDPR, clients will be made aware that their potential acquisitions and mergers will be compromised.
This will help to notify the affected clients of the breach and help to manage any aftermath of any reputational damage we may have experienced.
This is an example of an informative letter proposal that we send off to our clients at Soho Law to inform them of the breach we've experienced this morning.
To whom this may concern, this is an official letter to inform you of the recent cybersecurity breach that we have experienced at Soho Law LLP.
This included the breach of your private data. The firm had been made aware of this incident by our IT department this morning, and we sincerely apologise for the detriment this may have caused.
Please be rest assured that the firm has taken the necessary steps in response to the breach and to protect your sensitive data. We are currently in the process of implementing enhanced cybersecurity measures to prevent future occurrences.
We would strongly advise to monitor any mergers and acquisitions as well as changing any passwords. We promise to keep you updated in this time and encourage you to get in touch should you have any concerns.
We would like to thank you for your cooperation and understanding in this matter. Kind regards, Soho Law. In order to help identify the source and nature of the cybersecurity breach here at Soho Law and eliminate the chance of another breach happening, the investigation process is key. This satisfies recital 76 of the GDPR.
Between our team here at Soho Law and those professionals brought in by third party to help us with this breach, an incident response team should be formed.
Looking to identify any unauthorised access and suspicious activity, so looking below the surface into network traffic, server logs and system activity can help to pinpoint the breach and identify those involved. It's key to keep in mind that litigation is feasible. In this case, we should seek assistance and guidance from the regulatory bodies to advocate that our procedures conform to the GDPR, despite the data breach. User behaviour analysis will help to identify anomalies, deviation from normal activity and compromised credentials by analysing behaviour patterns and accessing logs.
With the severity of the cybersecurity breach and the impact caused in relation to the relationships and the compromised data, those involved will need to be accountable and disciplined alongside the company policy.
An internal investigation would need to be conducted to identify all those responsible for the cybersecurity breach. This could include negligence, misconduct, or breach of security protocols.
Investigations from the ICO covering quartile 3 for 2022 and quartile 2 for 2023 conducted by Net Documents revealed that 60% of identified data breaches were in fact as a result of internal compromisation. Therefore, employee accountability is essential if their actions have acted as contributing factors to the cybersecurity breach. Those identified to be involved following the thorough investigation would be subject to disciplinary measures.
Disciplinary measures should reflect the severity of individual involvement in relation to the breach. Past performance and disciplinary history should also be taken into account. Examples of disciplinary measures can include written warnings, suspension, demotion, and even termination of employment. Fostering a security culture within the firm through employee training investments and education allows increased safety measures for the protection of data to enhance the prevention of another breach taking place. For example, cybersecurity awareness training.
As seen in Virgin Media's cyber attack dating back in March 2020, personal data of 900,000 customers was compromised for around 10 months, and this is due to the unauthorised access of the information.
The data leak occurred through a database misconfiguration, all down to an employee not following the proper procedure. This highlights the importance of employee education to prevent the mirror of this incident taking place.
Enhanced security measures will need to be put in place as part of reassuring clients of the steps the firm are taking place to address the breach. Investment in advanced security technologies such as advanced encryption, multi-factor authentication, and intrusion detection system will support to create a barrier from further breaches taking place. The client should be informed of the measures we have taken and made aware of the benefits of this technology.
Strict access control policies such as data protection regulations will need to be reinforced within the firm to harvest the security culture further. Restricted access to sensitive data to authorised personnel only allows a minimised risk of data being accessed by any individual. This can mean those who are able to access the information internally are easily identifiable. Assuring the clients that their data is closely monitored and controlled helps to reiterate the concept of minimised risk in relation to unauthorised disclosure or misuse of information.
Regular audits and assessments made by third parties helps to identify vulnerabilities within the firm and ensure compliance with the industry standard. These risks can be identified prior to any type of information being exploited.
Client feedback is essential to help identify areas of improvement by those who have been affected by the cybersecurity breach. Any type of feedback is useful to help identify concerns and suggestions of clients, aiding decision making within the firm to help create a safe and secure environment for customers.
Provided by the NCSC, early warning service can help inform Soho of potentially suspicious activities on our networks. The NCSC uses exclusively access and closed sources and privileged feeds as well as their own to operate this service.
Moving forward, we'd need to consider published literature to safeguard against data breaches. This would include data privacy notices,
A TA for GDPR compliant data processing agreement,
controller processor contracts for clients,
data protection and retention policies,
a step-by-step GDPR breach notification procedure.
Moving forward from the cybersecurity breach here at Soho Law, it is important that we ensure clients are aware of the strategies put in place to help rebuild the trust of clients and revert any reputation damage.
Trust is an essential element here with our relationships that we have with our clients. So rebuilding this ensures that we have a solid foundation with our clients for the future. We have dedicated an inbox to the cybersecurity breach so that our clients are able to raise concerns, ask questions, or provide any feedback that they deem necessary. We can be reached at cybersecsupport@soholawllp.co.uk.
Social media platforms will also be monitored closely for any posts, tags, or messages in relation to the cybersecurity breach. Our dedicated social media team will help diffuse any confusion on the situation and also ensure that clients have been listened to.
We aim to make sure that all emails and social media interactions are responded to within 48 working hours.
As detailed by Hansen, data protection loss prevention should be at the heart of cybersecurity strategies, which we will demonstrate through our efforts to preserve the private data of our clients and move with the ever-changing technologies which can place us at risk.
We would like to thank you for your cooperation and understanding in this matter.